Did you know this orchestra imitates animals? Oh, there goes the elephant. Did you know he's scared of mice? Now listen to the hungry lion and the hungry tiger. Oh, look at them chase the zebra. The hippopotamus? Oh, he just sleeps through it all. He won't even open one eye to watch the kangaroo come hopping by. And now, let's listen to the giraffe. Psst, the giraffe! Huh? Oh, the conductor just told me the giraffe has no voice. Well, you don't have to laugh at me. Oh, my mistake. That was just the laughing hyena. Hey, who threw that coconut? Oh, why, the monkeys, of course. Oh, could we throw in a few birds, Mr. Conductor? There. Now put them all together, and what have you got? That's right, a zoo. Did you know our orchestra tells stories too? And right now, they're going to help me tell the story of how the zoo came to your town. It all began in the jungle. Oh, I'd like you to meet our hero. This is Joe. He's a monkey. Joe's favorite game was playing ball with the other monkeys. They used a coconut, of course. But one day, Joe got tired of playing games, and he decided to seek adventure. So he climbed a tree. He climbed higher and higher. Oh, still higher. And when he reached the top of the tree, he found the sky. It was blue, and he'd never seen it before. It was always dark in the thick jungle below. Then he looked around, and he saw the ocean. It was green, and he'd never seen it before. Why, thought Joe, the world is bigger than I thought. I wonder what it's like beyond the sky and the sea. Oh, I certainly would like to know. So he climbed down. And asked the other animals, but they didn't know either. Well, said the elephant, the only thing to do is to build a ship and find out for ourselves. And with that, he started pulling up trees by the roots. The crocodile saw the trees into planks with his sharp teeth. The monkeys hammered them together with coconuts, and the jungle birds began to weave ropes and sails out of the thick-hanging vines. Everybody worked. And when the sun came back the next day, he was very much surprised to see a great ship all finished and ready to go. "All aboard!" cried Joe, who had appointed himself captain. "All aboard! And don't forget, from now on, my name is Skipper Joe!" Onto the ship marched all the animals. "Anchors away!" cried Skipper Joe. "Hoist sails!" "Wait a minute," said the elephant. "We forgot to build a mast for the sails." Everybody stared at the giraffe. "Oh," whispered the giraffe, "I see what you mean." He stretched his head high up to the sky and let the animals tie the sails to his long, long neck. "Full speed ahead!" cried Skipper Joe, and away they flew. For many days they sailed, south, south, always south. It grew colder and colder. On and on they sailed and shivered until one day, "Land ho!" cried Skipper Joe, and before they could brace themselves, smash! They crashed into a long black island. "Come on," shouted the rhinoceros, "let's land and build a fire. I'm cold." And onto the island he charged, followed by all the others. "Well, I must say," chattered Skipper Joe, "I don't think much of the rest of the world if it looks anything like this." "What's going on here?" grumbled the island. It opened one eye, then another, and then it opened a mouth as big as a cave. And what do you suppose the island was? That's right, a whale. "You're tickling my back," said the whale. "Kindly remove yourselves." Back to the ship scurried the scared travelers. So on they sailed. The sky turned gray and the sea turned white. "That's funny," said Skipper Joe. "I know the sky is blue. I know the sea is green. But what is white?" "Oh, it must be snow," answered a jungle bird. "I once saw some on top of a mountain." I'm cold, roared the lion. Do we have to keep sailing south all the time? I'm sorry, said Skipper Joe, but it's the only direction I know. Hey there, shouted the voice. Where do you think you're going? It was a penguin standing on top of the South Pole. We're off to see the world, said Skipper Joe. Well, said the penguin, there's nothing but ice here. You better turn north. You mean there's a north, too, said Skipper Joe. Why, of course, chuckled the penguin. Wait a minute, I wouldn't mind seeing the world myself. And he waddled aboard. So they turned around and sailed north. The weather grew warmer and warmer, but everyone grew hungrier and hungrier. Especially the lions and the tigers. They kept eyeing all the little animals who huddled in a corner and wished lions didn't have such healthy appetites. Oh, I better do something quickly or there won't be any animals left to finish my story. Land ho! There you are, right in the nick of time, wasn't it? That's South America over there, said the penguin. I've heard the food is quite good there. Well, cried Skipper Joe, what are we waiting for? All ashore that's going ashore! Dinner is served. So for the next few days, they gobbled and chewed and ate to their heart's content. They were so happy they even had a celebration. And the llama, who had come down from the Andes Mountains to visit with them, showed them some South American dances, clicking his sharp heels like castanets. Oh, you should have seen the elephant dancing a rumba! You should have seen the hippo. Join in, everybody! The next day, after a good sound sleep, they set sail again, and the llama, who was curious about the rest of the world, he came along too. So on and on they sailed. And then one day, the sky grew dark. The wind began to howl, the lightning flashed, the ocean thundered and roared, and suddenly a storm broke. And when finally the storm was over, not only were the animals lost, they were seasick too. The lion's face was green. The elephant's trunk was limp. And the camel just held his head and wished he'd never left the desert. Oh, my, said Skipper Joe, let's go home.
Oh, no, groaned the animals, it's too far away. Find us land, and quick.
Well, said the penguin, that's the United States over there to your right. We could settle down there. Lots of immigrants come here every year, I've heard tell. So they landed in the United States. But alas, the cities were all unfriendly and wouldn't let them settle down. Until one day, they reached your town. It was a Saturday afternoon. The sun was warm and bright, but the children just sat at their windows, sighing and twiddling their thumbs. 5 days a week to school we go. We read our books and learn. But when school is done, we're ready for fun, 'cause a holiday we've earned. But there's nothing to do, no place to go to on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, our fingers we twiddle, it's really a riddle to find something to do. 'Cause there's nothing for us to do on a Saturday afternoon.
Why, how wonderful, cried Skipper Joe. Sir, said the mayor of your town, and what do you mean by that?
Cheer up, Mr. Mayor, said Joe. Your troubles are over. We'll give your children something to do on a Saturday afternoon. We'll settle down here, and they can visit our zoo. That is, if you give us a home.
Why, it's a bargain, said the mayor. Here's the key to the city. Welcome to our town.
How the children cheered when they heard the news. How the flags waved. How the bands played when right down the main street paraded all the animals. The elephant was there. And the kangaroo. The lion and the tiger. And all the others too. And far behind waddled the penguin. Hey, wait for me! And that's how the zoo came to your town. And if you think this story isn't true, why, just ask the animals at the zoo. They'll tell you.